Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shraddha, your host, and today is our day 43 of the Spoken English Challenge today. And today we are going to learn how to talk about news and current events. Okay, so there are some structures of the sentences while talking about news, and there are some common phrases and vocabularies which I have already shared in the PDF. So kindly open the PDF so it will be more easy for you to understand. Okay,
Yes,
so let's see. Okay, talking about news helps us to sound informed, confident, and fluent. Here is an easy structure for that. Structure like you can use phrases and examples. Okay. You can start by introducing the news. Okay, such as I read an article about. I saw on the news that there is a new update regarding. Recently, I came across a report about whatever. For examples, let's use these structure in actual sentence, so it will be more easy to understand. Okay, for example, I read an article about rising fuel prices. Second example, I saw on the news that a new metro line is opening soon. Okay, now how to explain the main point? Okay, actually what happened? Okay, at that time you can use such a phrases like the report said that according to officials, the main issue is that they announced that, for example, the main issue is that the weather conditions are becoming unpredictable. According to officials, the exams might be rescheduled. Okay. Now, if you want to add details, for example, when, where, and how, at that time you can use such a phrases in your sentence. Okay, you can easily frame this sentence using these words lines. For example, it happened yesterday, or this morning, or last weekend. The incident took place in whatever place there. They explained that the reason was dash. Let's see examples, how to use them in an actual sentence. For example, it happened yesterday near the city market. Here you are talking, here you have mentioned the place where it took a place. Okay. Another example is they explain that the delay is due to maintenance work. Okay. Here we are talking about the reason. Okay. Now, if you want to share your opinions on any news or an article, at that time, simply you can say, I think, in my opinion, it seems like, honestly, I feel that, for examples, I think this change will help reduce traffic. Honestly, I feel that the issue needs more attention. Okay. Now, if we are asking for the other person view, at that time, you can use um, what do you think about it? Did you hear about this? Do you agree with the decision? Okay, you can simply ask such a questions to other persons to get to know about their views or their opinions. Okay. For examples, did you hear about the news education did you hear about the new education policy? What do you think about the price hike? Okay. So there are some useful vocabulary for news conversations as it is used in newspapers, even in news channels. If you see, if you watch news on the TV, on the television, at that time, this such a simple and common vocabulary being used. Developments means new changes. Okay. Authorities means people in power who has the power. Impact means effect or influence. Controversial means causing disagreement. Implementation means putting a plan into action. Okay, highlight means emphasize. For examples, uh, let's use these words in sentences. Okay, there are some example. There is only one example, I think. The report highlights the impact of climate change on farmers. Okay, here the climate change on farmers is emphasizing. Okay, for that they have used a word highlight. Okay, highlight. That means they are emphasizing that climate change. Okay, now let's see the short conversation sample. Person A, I saw on the news that a new airport terminal is opening next month. Person B: Oh really? What did they say about the facilities? Person A: The report mentioned a bigger waiting area and faster security checks. Person B: Nice, I think that will make travel much easier. So this way you can use such a phrases, the structure or the common vocabulary while talking about, while expressing about, while giving your opinions on news or current events. Okay. So now Kumar Vannu, would you like to share your any news whichever or whatever you have read or whatever you know or whatever you have came across? Would you like to share?
What is no, I not understand.
It's all right. Shall I share you the paragraph or a scenario so that it will be more easy for you to understand or make sentences by your own, or it will be easy for you to talk about news or current events. Should I share?
Oh my, okay.
Okay.
Mm, yeah. NDA takes Bihar. NDA win the match in election. Content result. BJP government win the election. Okay. Ruling alliance win the 202 seats in the 243 members assembly. Beating the chief ministers Nitish Kumar lead the National Democratic Alliance to Hugh win the state assembly election on Friday.
Okay, Kumar Manu. I think you're reading somewhere. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll share you an article. Okay, as we have already shared in the English learners channels, because a session is always taken by there by any host. Let me share one of the news page so that it will be easy for you to read and understand. Okay, as you are a beginner, absolute beginner, so that's why you may be facing issue to talk about news or any event. Okay, let me share.
Okay. This is
Yeah.
a one things. Uh, this is first narrow escape. Uh, House of Delhi car blast accused rash in the Kashmir first.
Uh,
In this incident take place, 8 people injured in the blast at the police station in the Srinagar. Indian Air
okay.
Force crash on the Friday. Okay.
Yeah. Kumar Manu, have you joined our English learners channel?
Yeah.
Okay, so there are some articles which has shared by the Siddhi. There are, I think, 20 articles. Okay. So you can pick one of them and you can read it out. Okay. And after reading a paragraph, you'll have to explain whatever things or news have mentioned over there. Okay. Okay, are you ready for that? Okay, there is one article about Delhi blast. Okay. Let me share here. It will be easy for you, Kumar Manu. Yes, Kumar, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, you can see in the chat section, I have shared an article about daily blast should alert us to threat or take savvy terror. Okay, so you can read this paragraph. Okay, then after you'll have
Mm,
to explain this news in your own words. Okay, so you and
okay.
one of the in to become
Okay.
fluent
Okay.
in
Okay.
English. Okay, so
Okay.
you can read this paragraph. Yeah, you can
Okay.
start now.
High intensity blast in the car near Red Fort station in Delhi on the November 10 kill and 13 people injured, more than 20 others. Delhi has witnessed such a incidents in the past. In the year 2000, the unit of the Rajputana rifles in the Red Fort was attacked. In 2001, terrorist storm in the parliament complex in 2005. There were blasts in the Nagar and Faranganj in 2010. There were
Paharganj.
blasts. Yes, yes. There were blasts in the Connaught Place, Greater Kailas, and Karwal Bagh. And finally, in 2001, there was an explosion outside the Delhi High Court. For the last 14 years, however, the national capital
Okay,
had,
okay.
despite
Kumar, you're done. You're done with the first paragraph. Now tell me, what is the news about? What did you get? Like you'll have to explain this now. Okay. Like what have you read right now in that particular paragraph? Are you able to? Are you able to express? Just
no, no, I
try.
am not
Okay.
explain in English. I'm not able to this
See,
type
see.
of
That's why I'm
this type of
organizing
thing.
this
I'm not
challenge, right?
practicing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm giving you a chance to practice over here, as you have read this paragraph, okay? And I know you are well aware from this incident, as you talked earlier before I shared this uh, article. At that time, you were talking about this incident. At that time, um, you were able to explain. Okay, now you have a details. Okay, as you have already read. Now you have a idea what is the news about. Okay, now you'll have to explain this same thing in your own words. Okay, just try.
Mm, in this is a one blast car, the bomb blast in the car, approximately near the Red Fort. Distance is no distance in this distance not mentioned, but uh, in this incident, approximately you can say 10 people killed and 13 people injured.
Okay, okay, let's cut the paragraph. Okay, there are, let me see. Okay, just I'm reading two lines, and you'll have to explain whatever I have read. Okay, whatever you listen. Okay, see, I'm reading, and you'll have to listen carefully. The same paragraph I'm reading, but the only few lines. Okay. Okay. A high intensity blast in a car near the Red Fort metro station in Delhi on November 10 killed 13 people and injured more than 20 others. Okay, only these lines. Now what are the news about? Okay, what these two lines are talking about, which incident and where it happened. Okay, and how many people killed over there, how many get injured. Okay, just try to speak. Just try to express.
I am not able to for try to express.
Okay, just give a try. Okay. If you will struck, I'm here, right? I'll correct you.
High intensity, one is a high intensity bomb, okay, and blast in recently in the car near the Red Fort station. This incident is take place in the Delhi.
Okay.
This incident take place in November months,
Took.
14 November.
Place took. Yeah.
Yes, this incident took place in 13 November. Yeah, you can say 14 November. Yeah, in November months. In these
Uh,
incidents, approximately 10 people killed and 13 people injured. More out of 20 others.
okay, Kumar, that was good try. Okay, now you're somewhere able to talk about news. Now try once again. Now it will get you will be confident enough. Okay, you can simply say an incident
Mm-hmm.
took place in Delhi where a high intensity blast happened in a car near the Red Fort metro station. Okay, approximately 10 people killed and 20 people injured. Okay,
Mm-hmm. 13 people injured.
did you see how? Yeah, 13 people. Yeah,
Yes, yeah, 10 killed and 13 people. And
more than 20 people injured. Okay, anyway, Kumar, but at least you try. I really appreciate for that. And just, yeah, if you want to improve your speaking and if you are not that able to express things, your feelings, emotions, or any other things, for that, you just have to practice in this way. Okay, do one thing. Whenever you read anything, whenever you come across to any event, news, on an article at that time, you can simply read any that news and article, okay, and try to explain it in your own way. Okay, just try to explain these things in your own words. There is no need to speak with others. You just can record your own voice and you can see how you are speaking, and you can also give a feedback to yourself. Okay, what happens while speaking? We do not understand what I am speaking. Am I using good tenses or not, or correct tenses or not? Okay, at that time we do not realize. But after listening our own voice, at that time we are able to find errors in our speech. Okay, so at that time you, in this way, you can give feedback to yourself. Okay, just try to
mhm.
speak more and more. Just try to join session on a regular basis. No matter how many times do you have, just try to join at least 10 minutes, okay? Because everyone is there on the VCs, whether it's English Learners main group, English Learners channels, everyone is there. Just try to speak with them, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, Kumar Bannu, for joining and giving your best at this time. Thank you so much. It was really nice. And yeah, you did a good job. Okay. At once you were saying that I'm not able to explain, I'm not that good in English at English. Okay, but still you tried. I really appreciate that thing. Okay, just
Yeah.
keep it up like this, then see the magic. Okay, just try to practice in this way. Okay, now I would like to call to other participants. And yeah, thank you, Kumar Banu. Now you can mute yourself. Okay, now anyone wants to explain this. First, you'll have to read, then you'll have to explain this article in your own words. Okay, you'll have to narrate this news as Kumar Manu did. So, anyone is willing. So, Gurbani at library, so she can't speak right now. But there are other participants: Amber, Yamal, Taj, Calista, Proton, D&D. Any
Yes,
one of you guys.
yeah, yeah, what? I don't know. Could you let me know what's going on?
Okay, as you joined just. Actually, we have already discussed about the common phrases, the structure of the sentence to talk about news and current events. So we have done with that part. Now it's a practice time. So as I have shared a paragraph in the chat section, an article, okay, it's talking about Daily Blast. So just you'll have to read first paragraph and you'll have to explain these all incidents in your own words. Okay, you just have
Okay,
to
I got
narrate.
it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so let me see. So may I read?
Yes, yes. First read, then explain.
Okay. So the article Daily Blast should alert us to threat of tech-savvy terror. A high-intensity blast in a car near the Red Fort metro station in Delhi on November 10 killed 13 people and injured more than 20 others. Delhi has witnessed such terror incidents in the past. In the year 2000, a unit of the Rajputana Rifles in the Red Fort was attacked. In 2001, terrorists stormed the Parliament complex. In 2005, there were blasts in Sarojini Nagar and Paharganj. In 2008, there were blasts in Connaught Place, Greater Kailash and Karol Bagh. And finally, in 2011, there was an explosion outside the Delhi High Court. For the last 14 years, however, the national capital had, despite from terror incidents, a sense of complacency was also perhaps creeping in. That has now been shaken. Eternal vigilance, as they say, is the price of liberty, and one can now see the security personnel in a state of high alert all over the country, especially in the states of Haryana and Uttar Pradesh and the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The striking features of the latest incident of terror and the lessons it conveys deserve to be properly analyzed. One, the battle against terror is going to be a long and drawn out one. A pause of some years only conveys that terrorists are perhaps regrouping and waiting for the appropriate time to hit again. Two terrorists have graduated to recruiting educated persons with scientific, medical, and technical skill. This was particularly evident in the latest incident in which the prime suspect are Dr. Umar Nabi of Pulwama, the most prominent member of the Faridabad module who was driving the car that blew up. Dr. Muzammil Ahmad Ganai, who was teaching at the Al Falah University, Dr. Sahin Sahid, a doctor from Lucknow, and Dr. Abdul Majid Rathar, who worked at famous Medicare super specialty hospital in Uttar Pradesh, Saharanpur. Three, the security agency did a great job in the sense that a spectacular terror attack which was being planned at different locations across the country was foiled. However, there was a serious lacuna in intelligence gathering. Reports so far indicate that this plot has been incubating for about 2 years. For the fact that terrorists were holding a stock of nearly 3,000 kilograms of explosive is very disturbing. They could have created havoc across the country. Its source must be identified. Is there a leakage within the country? Was it obtained from outside the country's borders? 5. It is even more alarming that biological attacks were also being planned across the country. This can inflict horrific mass casualties. The anti-terror squads ATS of the Gujarat and UP police claim to have unraveled a plot to mix the deadly toxin ricin with temple prasad across cities. 6. There is a Turkey angle also to the conspiracy. Dr. Umar Nabi is reported to have recently visited the country to meet his handlers. It is a grim scenario. Much has been lost. Though much has been saved too, a tremendous challenge lies before the government. Okay, now Should I summarize?
Yes, yes. Now you'll have to summarize and you'll have to explain this news in your own words.
Okay. So the article is written by Prakash Singh. Okay, and what he particularly highlighted about the Delhi blast recently happened on I think on which no I forgot the date, whatever, like in November I'm talking about. But if we talk about, even the Prakash Singh has also highlighted the history of like a Delhi, even many blasts like the train blast, even in 2001, like terrorist, even the Parliament 2005, even in the 2000 in the Paharganj. So they were also highlighting, and even the 2011, the Delhi High Court blast. So from is like starting from the sketch, they were like he was also highlighting the history, and they'll delve into the what like the current scenario, whatever happened at the Red Fort. So what I got from this article, that even the person, the two-person, like the people who involved in this attack, they were like a coming from what like educated background. Even one maybe were like a doctor, like a profession. So see, even the professional, how could we even like even the failures of the IB intelligence agency to not even what like a find at the right moment, and also not inform the what not inform the home affairs or whatever. Second, I got from this blast, if I talk about from history of Delhi blast until nowadays, so I don't want to like conclude or like jump to the conclusion that it's a like what like a terrorist blast or what blast it is. But even the writer itself linked to the the Turkey, even the person who lately visited to the Turkey, and sometimes he is linking this blast to the Turkey. Sometimes he like what linking to something else, means there is still need to verify like what why is it what why like what's the cause, what's the root cause to happen this blast. Third, I got from this article that how many people like 20 yeah, 10 people killed, and the 13 more than like a 13 or 20 people injured in that blast. But the question arises here, 3000 kg of explosive, if somebody is carried, especially in the city of Delhi, how is it possible? Even definitely they could come what like in Jammu Kashmir or whatever the route they would have followed. So every blast, if we talk about the Pahalgam or every blast in the history, some people like the neighbor or whatever, they would just give a free hand to thrive there, and that's why they do so. If we talk about even the Pahalgam issue, even the local people, they give a shelter to what like provide a shelter for doing this. And same thing happening here, because even I have visited many times at the Red Fort, and even I have observed the security, the like the tight security. And even the incident happened at the what like near about the metro, and that is like even there is also one Hanumanji temple there. Always like a traffic police were just running here and there, and always on surveillance, the CCTV camera are on the surveillance. But yes, because of the explosive like a bomb, and even the person mindset, even he lost his life for what like a getting rest in peace in Jannat or whatever, but along with he also destroy like a 13 people lives too. So yeah, we should think about. And also even the intelligence is itself, whether like IB or CBI or whatever, like they should think about ins and outs. Why is it happening? Sometime even in the Jammu Kashmir, sometime in Delhi, and Delhi has a long history from parliament to till nowadays. So what even the writer has been stressing to come out with the conclusion, so next time we would not face. And also the professional, they have the way even the professional indulge in this attack, the doctors and all. So see that I forgot Like a snake in, yeah, like we have some like a people, they were leaving a snake in the grass. Like their face would be like a very professional. They were very scholar. On the contrary, they are very what like a bad for our society too. So we need to cross check, and it's all the responsibility goes to intelligence and the government to come out and stop and eradicate this issue. That's all.
Well, it was really nice D&D, and you aren't a beginner at all. Okay, you are at your intermediate level, and the way you were narrating the news, it was really nice. Like you have started with talking about who is the writer of this article, who has written this thing, and what are the intention of that particular writers, and each and everything you have mentioned over there. That means you are really good at telling stories, narrating things in a very good manner, and you haven't lagged anywhere. Okay, it was very smooth and clear to understand. So overall, it was really nice D&D. I don't think so you have ever needed this challenge at all because you are already a good speaker, good narrator, and a fluent, I would say. So thank you so much once again for taking part. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, now who'd like to go?
May I, ma'am?
Yamar?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes. Good afternoon, Yamar. How are you
Good
doing?
afternoon. Good, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Okay, so shall I give you another paragraph or would you like to go with this one?
Yes, ma'am. I can go with another one.
Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, Imaj, you can see here is the article. You can read it all as it's the short one as compared to earlier one. So you can read all these and after that you can narrate. Go ahead.
Okay. Uh, am I audible?
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am, again, and good afternoon, everyone. This is MR. I'm from Delhi, and today I'm going to talk about this particular article of news. Like, I'm starting. US to launch a new military operation in Latin America. Agency France Presse, Washington. US Defense Secretary Pete Heg Hexet, I'm not able to pronounce it, announced on Thursday a military operation to remove narco-terrorists amid growing concerns that a US naval buildup in Latin American water could presage land strikes and wider conflict. Today I am announcing Operation Southern Spear. Mr. Hexet posted on X, which is Twitter, this mission def- defends our homeland, removes narco-terrorists from our hemisphere, and secure our homeland from the drugs that are killing our people. The post gave no details of what the operation would entail or how it might differ from military action already being, one second, undertaken. President Donald Trump's administration is conducting a military campaign in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific, deploying naval and air forces for what it calls an anti-drug offensive. Drugs offensive. US forces have carried out strikes on about 20 vessels in international water in the region since early September, killing at least 76 people according to the US figures. Asked for clarification on the precise nature of Operation Southern Spear. A Pentagon spokesperson simply referred inquiries back to Mr. Hexet's post on X. Venezuela to counter. Venezuela to counter. CBS News on Wednesday cited multiple sources as saying senior military officials had presented Mr. Trump with updated operations for potential operations in Venezuela, concluding strike on land. Venezuela announced on Tuesday what it called a major nationwide military deployment to counter the growing US naval presence of its coast, including a newly arrived US aircraft carrier strike group in the region. So, what I understand, I have done with the article. So, what I actually understand with this particular article is like they are, for countering narco terrorism, and what I think what is narco terrorism is like the drugs, or it is related with something drugs and all, like the drug mafia, or maybe the spreading, they are spreading the drugs in the particular region of Latin America, the Southern America, and therefore they have started this operation in against of the narco terrorism, which is drug mafia, or maybe particularly drug. So the what was okay, so the name of the operation is Southern Spear. So Southern Spear, like in this particular operation, they have claimed that they have killed 76 people. According to the US figures, they are saying that we have killed 76 people involved in this narco terrorism, and will not just let them spread the drugs in our region. We will counter it, and uh, we will make it clear, or make it away from America. So yeah, in the as I've said before that okay, this was me. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity.
Okay, Emma, first of all, thank you so much for taking part. Well, you narrate this article very well, okay, no doubt. And but there were some mispronounced words, as you said, as you pronounce southern. No, it is pronounced southern. And Wednesday, no, it is pronounced as Wednesday. Wednesday. Usually in Wednesday spelling, D is silent. So at that time we do not pronounce D. We pronounce Wednesday. And apart from that, you read this article very well, okay, except some mispronunciation of the words. And talking about narration, so it was good. It was really nice, Yamar. And you got to know about the article, what it is about. Okay, so that's why you narrate this in a very good manner. So thank you so much once again for taking part. It was really nice. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, anyone would you like to take part reading in this reading part and have to narrate? Anyone is willing? Should I wind up the session over here? As Calista, aren't you able to speak right now? As you are the regular participant of this session, and today you are not
I
speaking, so yeah, Raksha. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Uh, like I cannot summarize what I'm learning to how to summarize.
Okay, you can try. Okay, should I give you another paragraph, or are you going with these two, like one of these?
Yes, you can give me another short one.
Um, okay, let me find in our EL's channel. There are so many articles which has shared by Siddhi. Um, okay, can you select by your own at wherever you are comfortable?
Okay, ma'am, let me recheck.
Yeah,
This one, like 8 number, can you provide
eight
me?
one,
It is very short. Yes.
18 or 8? Raksha, 18th or 8?
Sorry, ma'am. Actually, suddenly I got out of VC. Um, eight number article I said. It is very short.
Central
That's why.
government. Okay, okay.
Huh.
Let me share. Yeah, I've shared. Central government notifies key parts of Digital Personal Data Protection Act. This one.
Okay. I'm suffering with trachoma. I think. Like it's a kind of blurry. Okay. All right. Central government notifies key parts of the Digital Personal Data Protection Act. This is the heading of this article. So now I'm going to dive into paragraph. The Union government notified a large part of the Digital Personal Data Protections (DPDP) Act 2023 on Friday, addressing the need for a law to protect the data privacy on Indian citizens. The DPDP rules 2025 are also a significant step forward in the compliance with the Supreme Court 2017 case Swami v. Union on Indian judgment affirming the right to privacy. The law passed in August 2023 in Parliament requires farms to safeguard to digital data of the Indian citizens with uh, in, exemption for the state and its instrumentalized. Oh, sorry, instrumentalities. Yeah, instrumentalities.
Instrumentalist.
Yeah, instrumentalist and prescribe penalties for firms that breach these obligations. And meanwhile, transparency activists have said the law weakens the Right to Information Act 2005 by removing the obligation of government bodies to uh, provide personal information if the public interest outweighs the public officials' right to privacy, and that amendment is also forced from the Friday. However, data should fuse. What is this? Judiciaries who collect and use personal data will have until November 2026 to comply with some provisions and such as putting out the details of their designated data protections officers. The same month, the consent manager framework which allows uh, f- mm, firms to exercise data removal and amendment rights on the behalf of the data principals users and will also come into force. Okay, so all right, I'm done with the reading part of this article. So now I have to summarize.
Yeah,
Hello.
you'll have to. Yes, yes, Raksha, you have to
Okay, okay.
summarize the.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
So whatever I understood from this article, I would like to highlight. So in this article, what this article is stating that the like it is talking about the privacy of worker and the people who work in companies and industry uh, like uh, like Indian government has made a new law to protect personal like personal data of people like their address, name, and like mobile number, all these things, and they considered it is also considered a fundamental right. So like we they are responsible to taking care about our like privacy and all, and like mm, so in short, we can say DPDP, like digital personal data protection. So how it works, like what's the work of it, like how does this law work? So like wait a second. Okay, so like this act makes sure that this act makes sure companies protect people personal data, and company don't protect, like companies don't protect data, so they will be sorry, I'm unable to create a sentence. Yes, yes. So like if the company will not protect data of any individual, so they will be punished by government, and through this like the, this act will check all these kind of things. And like if companies or industry are taking data, so they also have to mention the reason that why they're taking this kind of information from worker or people. They must have to mention the reason, and they are responsible to taking care about their privacy. Like and the people also, like people are having right to what we say, delete their data, and like add something new as well in that. And like companies are not allowed to use this data for any other activities and any other work. If they will do so, they will be punished by the government. like and what we say. So yeah, I cannot summarize it well. Whatever I can, I tried my best, ma'am.
Yeah, it's all right, Raksha, but still you summarized all the information uh, very well, I would say. And first of all, let me tell you about your reading part. You read this article in a very good manner. The speed was very nice. Okay, you have covered all the paragraph within a minutes only, and it was correct too. Okay, you have read each words correctly. And the second part is narration. Okay, it was good though. Okay, you started with talking about the act. Okay, why it is implemented, what is the act is all about. Okay, and all the things you have mentioned, that was nice. Somewhere in the middle of your speech you lagged, but it's all right. You were lagging with making sentences, but it's totally fine. Still the narration was good and understandable. Okay, so I really appreciate that you tried and you narrated in a good manner. So I really appreciate that, Raksha. And yeah, thank you so much for taking part in this session and reading the paragraph. Thank you so much, Raksha.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Like since I joined this group, I have been learning something new every day. And like thank you so much for guiding us and all. Yeah, I'm into learning zone, like trying to learn how to summarize it, because I can read the article and also my pronunciation is not good, but I cannot summarize, so just learning, observing people and all. And also I will go through the PDF which you have shared. Like I was not there at that moment. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, you're most welcome, Raksha, and thank you so much once again for taking part. And yeah, you can see the PDF. There I have mentioned some common phrases, the structure of sentence. You can use them to express, to talk about news. Okay. So now let me ask to participants. Okay, anyone wants to read paragraph and want to narrate this? Ifori, Pradeep, Proton, okay, D&D has done, Emma, Raksha has done. Okay, anyone? Because if no one is going, then I'm going to wind up this session, and it's already almost an hour. And okay, so as no one is unmuting, so here I'm going to wind up this session. So thank you so much each and everyone for taking part in this session and read the paragraph and narrate the stories. It was really nice to listen to you and seeing
Ma'am, I have a small doubt actually. Okay.
yes, Emma, you were saying something.